to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
23 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A first down carry now for Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete to Kyle Ruda.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Down at the 19-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, here's Watson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Colts 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Rush in.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he locates LaVisca Chenault, the rookie from Colorado. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
23 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Balaj. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Balaj, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run. It's Miller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
2 yards.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about him is his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They run it with Balaj. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Watson's pass complete.
Adam Thielen, 31 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
Nyheim Hines on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It's a pickup.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 35-yard touchdown. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often in Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. The quick slant caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
His kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Colts 21, Vikings 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get them 5 up to the 30.
The ball carrier brought down at the 30-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
By Christian Kirksey. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver, and it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Watson looks to throw again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
10 at the 43-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Hines. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Eric Kendrick.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he gets gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Taylor. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Check.
From the gun, Eason. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Recovered by Minnesota.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll run it again with Miller. And some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
First down.
Balaj. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's a gain of
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Colts' leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 21. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action. It's Eason. He's going to fire one deep over. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Taylor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 13.
2nd down, here's Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Vikings.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Watch the ship. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Watch the edge.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to work. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Colts 28, Vikings 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Balaj. 3rd, and some room to maneuver. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
1st down, Minnesota.
Watson on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Miller, the ball carrier.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
28-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Eason caught left side by Hilton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
On 1st down, Hines. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Eric Berry.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot.
They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The 30, the 20, 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Minnesota.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check that.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And they work this run upfield across the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
For Paris Campbell, incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Today's